In this video. Whoa, we got Manila, baby! We start our journey back home from Manila, Philippines to Chicago, Illinois. After leaving Boracay, we checked back into Godofredo International Airport in Cateklan. And while we were in the air, we got to see Boracay one last time. But it only took about 30 minutes before we landed back in Manila. While in Manila, we stayed in a casino hotel called Okada, Manila. This hotel was so big, they had 3 lobbies you can check into, depending on which wing you were staying in. There's also an area of the hotel that was like a mall with luxury shopping and lots of dining options. Okada also boasts the largest dancing fountain in the Philippines. And on top of all that, this hotel has the largest casino in the country. Which, by the way, I can't show you because they don't allow photos and videos in there. But anyways, we made our way up to our room. Now, I just want to share some highlights of the room, but we do have a full video linked down in the description below. Ray is already settled into our hotel here in Manila. So as far as I know, my parents booked a single king room for us and a double for them and my brother, and I guess they upgraded our king room to a suite with this amazing view of the pool and Manila Bay. Alright, good morning from Manila. It is 7:45 a.m. and it's pretty gloomy out today. I don't know if we're going to be able to make the pool or anything while we are here. It's okay. At least we have a large indoor facility here to keep us dry and cool while we're here. But last night we basically went to the casino after eating a little bit and just played the whole night. Ray did some poker, I did some roulette. That's kind of like our thing now, I guess. Today we're just gonna go get some breakfast, maybe hit up the casino again, and then maybe go to the Mall of Asia today. Yeah, we'll probably do both. I don't know. We'll see. Kind of like, that's kind of like our basic plan. But we'll see how the day goes. But yeah, but first let's go get some breakfast down in the buffet. Our stay in Okada came with breakfast at their buffet. And honestly, they had one of the best breakfast buffets we've had here in the Philippines. After breakfast, we made our way over to the Mall of Asia.
Kit Kat filled, what is it again?
Honey butter Kit Kat cream puff.
Cream puff. It tastes like chocolate. Not really much Kit Kat, but it's still good. The honey butter is, I taste that more than anything, honestly.
So I got the honey butter vanilla custard. Their OG flavor, it seems like. I really like the bread.
Yeah, the honey butter is good.
It was definitely a nice way to spend time with the family. It is another gloomy day here in Manila. Actually, yesterday wasn't too bad. It cleared up a little bit. There was a little bit of rain, but it was only for like 2 to 3 minutes. But otherwise, it was actually not bad. It was gloomy in the morning, but yeah, overall, not a bad day. Didn't end up going swimming because I think we're swimmed out, but that's okay. But today's actually our last day in the Philippines. Our flight out of here is at 11 p.m. tonight, so we actually have a pretty full day here still. My parents are going to be moving to another hotel closer to the airport, and we're gonna follow them so we can leave our luggage and still kind of explore a little bit. We're actually gonna be going to the Sheraton Manila over at the Newport World Resort, which is literally right across the street from the airport, so it's pretty convenient. But yeah, we're gonna be checking out of here at 11, but before that, we're gonna go check out the buffet again. Luggage is ready to go. Husband is ready to go. One last view of Manila Bay and this nice pool that we didn't get to go into before we get out of here. Bye, Manila. Well, at least Okada. We're still in Manila for a few more hours, but saying goodbye to this. Farewell. Until next time.
So since my parents and brother are staying one more night in Manila before their flight back to Los Angeles, we left our bags in their hotel room before exploring Newport World's resort. We also spent a good amount of time in the casino, which again I can't show you since filming and pictures are banned in there. And we actually made a good amount of money and spent some of it on a nice Korean barbecue dinner at Bulgogi Brothers.
Oh, it's fine, never mind.
But eventually, it was time to go. After saying goodbye to my parents and brother, we made our way to Ninoy Aquino International Airport. And we didn't really do much in that airport since it was just way too chaotic, so we just hung around the gate before finally boarding.
You ready to go home? Stop. Why you like this?
Why not?
It is pouring outside. Oh man, look at all that rain.
Now, this was just a 5-hour flight to Haneda International Airport in Tokyo, but I was actually surprised that we had a full meal. It came with this chicken and rice dish, as well as a few sides, and this delicious brownie for dessert. And eventually, we landed in Tokyo. So while we had a 7-hour layover, we didn't really do much there either. Most of our time was actually spent sleeping and walking around looking for things to do. But eventually, it was time to finally board the last plane of this trip. This was going to be a grueling 11-hour flight back home, but most of it will be spent sleeping and, of course, eating. And the eating actually started with a little snack bag. I think it was like a rice cracker snack thing, which was pretty tasty. And after a couple hours or so, it was finally time for dinner. I got this braised pork belly with rice, and Ray got the chicken teriyaki with rice, which were both super good. And of course, it came with an array of side dishes. For dessert, we got this raspberry milk pudding Haagen-Dazs ice cream, which was amazing. And by the way, all cutlery on JAL is metal, which just puts a nicer touch than plastic or wood. So we spent a few more hours of sleeping before we were handed another snack. This time it was a warm slice of bread that was already buttered, but it also had a sweet taste to it. And once it was close to landing, it was time for breakfast. So this was a chewing rice bowl with salmon and millet. And what you had to do was pour the tomato miso sauce into the rice, add the toppings, mix it all together, and eat. Aside from all the nutrients in the meal, I think the purpose of it was that the chewing helps get your brain started, which helps you wake up, especially after a long flight. And for dessert, we had grape jello, which was a nice sweet treat to end the meal. Honestly, it was all so delicious and I wish I had more. And eventually we could see Chicago from our window. And finally, we were back home. It was a great first adventure out of the country together, and I hope you all enjoyed the series. And we'll see you in our next adventure.